Welcome to Chubb Fitness. I'm Tyler.
Welcome.
I got my sister, Janie.
Hi.
And welcome to our freshly renovated beach-themed gym.
Our own tropical paradise oasis, because this place used to be a
Dungeon.
cobwebs, dust, everything. We'd be working
Dreary.
out and we would just see, everyone in our family are hoarders. So the other room in there is just packed to the brim with crap and junk that we should get rid of, but we just keep
Work in
piling
progress.
more stuff on it.
Everything, yeah.
So we had to
keep moving forward, and we're at least at this point.
Yeah.
Like I said, yeah.
We had to change the vibe and aesthetic of the gym so we'd be more likely to want to come down here, and now we're down here all the time because it's somewhere we want to be versus
Great atmosphere. Love working out here, and it's a pleasure to welcome you here, and I'd like to show you our gym, give you tips if you're looking to build your own home gym or renovate or improve yours. We're going to go through our entire gym, like our step-by-step process, what we did, pricing, things like that. And we also,
because we really did our due diligence about reading reviews, price and quality, that a lot of due diligence went into just seeing, because we want to get you your best bang for your buck, and that's how we looked at it.
Yep. And
it's an investment, so you want to get quality but not too expensive.
Right. And we've tested the equipment, so we know what it's like, and I've been using some equipment I've had for 20 years now. So you want to make a good investment on a nice piece of equipment so you can keep it for decades.
Yeah, and that way you don't have to pay. Over time, you will have paid this gym off if you were to have a membership at a gym that, say, like if you live in the Midwest like us, that's where excuses come in. I've noticed, maybe I'm speaking for myself, but it's too cold out. I don't want to, get in my car and drive too far,
Yeah,
so
you don't have to put the mileage on your car either. So you save time.
And and you can squeeze it in, like for, working moms, stay-at-home moms. It's just something, or anybody who has kids that wants a break and they can't leave the house. I mean, you could have the baby in like an area that you can still watch it. You didn't watch him or her. So
great to have your own home gym. We also got tips if you are going to the gym, because we've worked out at plenty of different gyms, Midwest and down in Florida. We have experience in all different gyms,
Texas,
so we'll give our advice, things that pertain to the gym and that atmosphere, tips, tricks like that.
And then we'll let you know because we want to be budget conscious of, everyone has a different, spectrum or whatever. So we want to give you like the most essential gym equipment that could get you the maximum results versus thinking you have to have everything that we've bought, or you don't need. There's certain key machines that can actually give you the benefits of
get those first.
All muscle groups, or most of them at least.
Exactly.
I mean, there's so many different exercises you can do on each machine. So.
Right. Get the most important equipment first. To really help your training, and then if you want to build,
he's going to show you, like you said, the most important stuff, and then we'll go on to our other things.
Yeah, so you could even build your gym up in stages.
Exactly.
So we got that, and we want to be transparent, honest, and we should have training videos. So like I said,
along with the transparency, we want to like hold ourselves accountable, and I do use an app with my scale. It's one of those that through Bluetooth, I step on the scale and it kind of tracks your weight and then gives you your like BMI, body fat percentage. I mean, I don't know how accurate those are. That's something else we could do a deep dive on, how, just reading your feet or whatever, but we would love to hear your feedback, and we can learn from each other about, the accuracy of those are things I'm always fascinated by.
Right, how accurate these tools are, and how well can you track your progress in a tool like this if you consistently use this tool.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good gauge though.
Yeah.
Whether I think it's like 100% accurate, it still keeps you accountable for your numbers and checking in. And trust me, I've experienced issues with eating. So if scales trigger you, don't feel like, oh, I must get on every day. Because if you feel good about yourself, that's all that really matters. Because I got to a point where, you know, I didn't want to, I used to get on the scale every single day, and it you know, it really, you know, you shouldn't let that something ruin your day if you know, and
yeah, there's different routes you can go.
Yeah.
You can be a person that gets on the scale, or you can be a person that doesn't use the scale and you use other metrics to judge how your progress is going. Because I went through a time where I really didn't get on the scale. Like you go months, maybe over a year without stepping on the scale. I just use other things.
I judge by whether my clothes fit or not. You
Yeah,
know, the little button test, as I call it. Like, can I get this up?
Clothing.
My zipper gonna go up
exactly.
Today,
You can do that. Yeah, the midsection. The midsection can really tell. So yeah, things like that. So we got different avenues.
Yeah, we're not like saying you must get on that, because I'll be transparent tonight. I'm not going to step on it tonight because you know, with it being Easter, my dad and I went to a bakery and got a lot of baked goods, and you know, we've gone a little heavy on those. So.
Yeah, today was a heavier carb day. Weekend kind of going.
Did you get into the cookies?
Get a little extra carb for the workout. You know, like
I specifically got you. I thought you always loved frosted cookies, like with the icing. So
good pre-workout cookie for some sugar. Not that
usually go with fruit, another topic we'll have to go through. He justifies different sugars. Like I always think of healthy sugars or what are in fruits.
Yeah, you want to go with fruit.
His are more like, I like your open-mindedness. I'd love to hear what other people...
You got me as a gift, so yeah.
Yeah, no, as a gift, it's a holiday.
Yeah, I normally go with fruit, so at least you get the nutrients along with the carbs, but... It's like, okay, I'll have a treat every once in a while, and I eat it, and then I'm gonna work it out, and gonna hopefully turn that carbs into
moderation and holidays. Everyone goes a little, Thanksgiving. Whew. Anyways, so we'll get back to the gym and everything. We'll show you. We'll do the breakdown in another video, but
we're looking to post on Wednesdays and Fridays, right?
Yeah, we want to keep you guys, on a schedule routine. So I haven't weightlifted since high school, 9th grade, right before this legend of a weightlifting coach. In high school.
Yep.
He ran his tight ship, very organized, and every Monday, Wednesday was a certain muscle group. Tuesday, Thursdays was, and then Friday was more so like something in abs. I don't recall because I won't tell you my age, but it's been quite a while. But we want to help you. We're going to hold ourselves accountable while we tell you what muscle groups we focus on each day, and then you can follow my progress. He's been working out, forever, like consistently. If I'm feeling stressed and need to work out, I'll go on a run. Or, I like to lift weights to tone my arms and work on obliques and stuff. But
it's been a while since you've got the bench.
Since 9th grade, I have not
done a bunch of free weights, things like that. You've done a little bit of dumbbell work, but getting back on the barbell bench and incline bench, you haven't done that in a long time, where that's like kind of like my bread and butter. Weight training is really my primary.
That's why I'm lucky to have him with all of his wealth of knowledge of, because so far what's behind him, I've done just 10, 15, and 20 pound weights, not using that barbell. So I'm excited to,
get back into it.
Yeah.
So we got gym renovation training videos coming up. So stay tuned, subscribe.
Yeah, definitely subscribe, because I think you'll find the whole gym renovation so interesting to watch, and our process of finding the theme and other things that we found. And then also we'll show you, we'll dive into supplements we believe in, or
that we've used
for a long. He's been doing that since middle school or high school. He would be the expert in my mind to go to about all those
20
types
years.
Of supplements, and the protein drink I'm currently drinking, and get into diets and lifestyle. I don't like using the word diet though, because it's got to be a lifestyle change, or else diets, you'll lose weight, then you gain it right back. I'm sure most people have.
I'm going for long term.
You just got to find more foods you like that are healthy, and then have that piece of cake in moderation,
Yes.
But yeah,
exactly.
Sorry.
So welcome to Chubb Fitness,
Welcome.
and welcome to our gym.
We're excited to share our lives with you. So get an inside look at what we've been working on and how we've been living our lives, starting in our health journey till now, to continue it. So here we go, and we're going to start with
brief introduction of my background. I started weightlifting 20 years ago, a gym in the Midwest, and actually had a bunch of world-class powerlifters. They traveled to different countries, and they would place in bench, squat, deadlift competitions. And they were kind enough to show my friends and I techniques, tips, and how to keep us safe when we were going for personal records. And it was amazing. They're awesome. They really knew their stuff, and like I said, they would place, and some of them had records. So it was a great atmosphere to start off with, and get a good base on lifting. So that was like they were teaching me the powerlifting, and then I was into bodybuilding, researching that. So I combined both sides, both techniques in my training.
Did you go to the Arnold Classic in Columbus?
Yes, I did.
How many? Okay, I don't think.
I saw.
I went to a school in Columbus, and I don't think I went ever. It was always in town and like down.
My friends and I went, and I got a picture with Ronnie Coleman, and Jay Cutler was there.
Wow.
So
awesome.
There's some of the best bodybuilders ever there.
Arnold's always there, right? Since
and Arnold showed, he shows up at some point he'll show up. So it's a great place. Yeah. So being in the Midwest and being able to go to Arnold is awesome. Great experiences. And then I became International Sports Sciences Association, certified personal trainer, and that was down in Florida. And I've been weight training, 20 years now.
Long time.
Always kept consistency, never, took more than, maybe my longest break was a few weeks, and that was it. But that's very rare. I mean, I would go on streaks of working out for a month straight and then maybe taking a day off. Typically now it's probably, I could sometimes work out 6 days a week, take one day off, something like that. I was
about to say, it seems like you do. I almost thought you worked out every day.
Yeah, a lot of times I'll go on a streak.
I just know my. He definitely at least 6 days. I would almost thought I would vouch for. It seems like he's down here every day. And then sometimes some days I'll just take as a rest day. I really know my body, so. Rest is important for your muscles and and I got a degree in IT, and I still have a career in that, so I'm doing that full time with training. So I have to fit all this in my schedule. So some days, I take that one day off to let my body recover and my mind recover. Really I came from sports background, playing baseball, basketball, football, track and golf, and weightlifting was perfect. So when I would go away from team sports, I had something that I could keep doing the rest of my life, and also meet people. And if I had workout partners, great. But if I didn't, I would go to the gym myself. Yeah, you would I know you would either meet people there, or you'd have your like when you first start, earlier on, high school buddies, high school friends. But they were just as probably you always had like a like a ride or die guy that was just as passionate about working out.
Yep.
That you could always like usually rely on, but say
Sure.
he didn't show up, you always can find someone to.
Yeah, and then high school was pretty consistent. College was a little hit or miss, and then after college, it's tough. People then start having families and
people move
scheduling
to
and moving. So sometimes, you have to be pretty reliant on doing it yourself, and then asking people for spots and things like that, and kind of
for
meeting
what you
people.
do, I don't. Well, I do. I have needed. We have done some, little warm ups on here, and I have needed him for spots. So
yep.
But with the stuff I'd done previously at my gyms, I wouldn't have needed to ask anybody for a spot, because it was just little 10-pound weights and little elliptical and treadmill action. Yep. Oh, and I love rowing. So
rowing's great.
So
yeah, 20 years weightlifting, and I've been using supplements that long. So
yeah, but you're gonna, how would you expand on supplements? Because I feel like there's another term for that, like, genre of stuff. Just, vitamins more, because some things, like I'm talking about when you're trying to get gains or protein. I didn't know if there's.
Yeah, there's stuff that's different in different categories, things like that. That's going to be a whole video,
I know, because I thought you
segment.
wanted to definitely really touch that. You are not on the stuff. Some people are on that. What is it these days? It used to be like creatine. I'm aging myself.
No, steroids.
Oh, steroids.
Even back then, 20 years ago, creatine, even that got, because people just. They didn't know. They would classify putting creatine under steroids because people would get pretty good gains on creatine. It was actually a good supplement. So people are like, oh man, I heard it's dangerous. It's like a steroid. People, they've killed their liver. It's like you have to stay hydrated on it, which is like, you always, no matter what in life, you have to stay hydrated on, If you're taking anything or doing anything, if you get dehydrated, your body's in trouble regardless. So,
but wouldn't you say you approach it now with a more holistic approach versus Western medicine?
Yeah, definitely more holistic.
So that's what he's going to get into more about not using, he doesn't use steroids or anything like that. So it's a holistic wellness.
No prescriptions. Yeah. No steroids, things like that.
So I think many viewers will be interested how he can achieve these gains without using stuff like that is frowned. Sometimes whoever you're talking to might frown upon it. I know industries are. People lose their records because they're doping
they're found doping, and they're trying to hide it and things like that, and different places, social medias, people try to say oh yeah, I'm natty, and then they come out and say, well, no, I'm actually not. So that's a whole thing we can get more details
your blood
into.
Panel or whatever they do, it doesn't come back.
Yeah, they were just really lying to people. It's like they were just trying to hide it, and people were kind of skeptical. It's like, okay, you're getting this, you're claiming this and that, but you're also saying this, and things aren't quite adding up. So people are very skeptical now, which I can see that, because there's been so many people that have come out. It's like, oh, nope, they weren't telling the truth. They were hiding things. So
yeah, we'll go down that another.
Yeah, details on that.
Yeah, that's definitely a topic for a future.
So we've got
and,
really a lot of different things lined up in the fitness industry, and gym. Building your own gym, things like that.
And another thing, our grandmother really got us. She was a vegetarian for, I don't know, probably most of her life. But she always had to find, I know some of my friends became vegetarians or were vegetarians. So I know how important it is for those people that aren't eating meat to still get their, daily, necessary protein intake. And she taught me all the tricks and trades of what she would do in order to meet her protein goals. So unfortunately, she passed recently in this January. So, I mean, that was hard, but to honor her legacy, we want to definitely talk about her and like how dedicated she was to doing her research and due diligence about all the stuff she was taking. And she introduced us to like Kangen water, which I know is a very controversial, like, because yeah, I've read a lot of, that's why I think that'll be, I don't mind hitting the controversy because we can all learn from each other. It doesn't have to be like, oh, you're wrong, because I'm still on the fence. My brother thinks this, my grandmother, my mom, and then my aunt who's a nurse doesn't believe in the Kangen water. So I want to hear your guys' opinions. And, you know, it's just, I like being open-minded because, you know, I never want to be the smartest, well, I probably never, they always say you never want to be the smartest person in the room. And I don't say that, I say that in a way because you always want to be learning and expanding your mind and to be more like, you know, to learn from others, because learning is power, and just the more you can learn is. And
water is very important. Clean water is very important.
Kangen water agree with that. I do.
Kangen water is ionized water. Well, usually through we'll get more into it's.
I do
changing the pH level, and I've got experience with many different types of water, distilled, reverse osmosis. So
yeah, we're gonna hit that late. We'll definitely do like a deep dive on the water thing because no, trust me, I don't want to be drinking like stuff with like. Fluoride and a bunch of chemicals and sewer water or sewer waste or something, you know, like, so anyways, so well, that
many topics to come.
Hey, so I am Tyler's big sister, but obviously I look like his little sister, right? I mean, but anyway, I'm just kidding. My name's Janie. I did want to put like avid runner as my first one, and there's a few reasons for that. Growing up, my mom she'd always go out on these really long runs, and I think I picked up on that. And I always felt like if I didn't do like a 4 to 6 mile run, like I didn't feel complete. Like it became like a really, you know, even though I think what we're going to be doing in the gym is going to be far more beneficial than just doing hour long or, you know, like running miles and everything. So I put the avid runner because I that's what I've been doing since I left all the sports that I'll get into. But I want to switch to, you know, weight training because, you know, running only targets those certain muscle groups. So, and, you know, the older I get, you know, my knees are going out even, you know, I can't, the treadmill's even kind of, you know, the knees are cracking. I need to probably take some glucosamine.
Glucosamine.
That's what my mom had been doing. Mm-hmm. So I had a career as a paralegal, and I handled a lot of medical health insurance claims and worked for Cigna Health Insurance, which I'm sure I know in previous jobs I had them through my employer. So I'm sure many people have heard of Cigna. So I'm well versed in I would say so, dealing with, you know, work with a lot of doctors. So I was able to pick up on, you know, their beliefs on, you know, typically be chiropractors, orthopedic surgeons, MRI facilities, and imaging centers. So people that would, you know, work on chiropractors really do work on the body. And that's another topic we can get into about how beneficial, you know, because lactic acid will build up, and I've experienced a lot of back problems for years, dating back to when I was 16 and 17. I had such bad back problems. I would see a chiropractor 3 times a week, and then I ended up getting a surgery. I'll keep that surgery secret for later, but but these were my sports growing up. Soccer when I was younger, so I don't know, I wasn't like going to become the next David Beckham or anything. And then softball was a random one I fell into. And then gymnastics, I started I was good at tumbling. That's what even got me into cheerleading, because I didn't like doing the whole like go, 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 you know, that stuff. I love the tumbling part. Mm-hmm. And so gymnastics is what led me to cheerleading. And I didn't, but when I needed to start doing my back handsprings on the beams, I have like such a fear of just, because you're supposed to be like, I probably do, but you have to like, you're on a very thin beam you have to land on. And that sadly is probably why my gymnastics, because I had to start moving on if I wanted to go further with it. But then anyway, so snow skiing, him and I, we grew up going to a place called Seven Springs in Pennsylvania. So that was like, don't you think those were the best trips?
Yeah, it was great
going
skiing.
to the lodge.
The lodge was very neat.
Yeah,
Cool atmosphere.
it was close to where we lived. Like, and then we have family out in Colorado, so we've done the Vale and Breckenridge, Keystone, the other places. But I listed skiing because my dad even the other day was like, his brother mentioned how he remembered when last time we were out there. He's like, she was going down those double black diamonds with me. Like, skiing gives me like that rush. Like, I love the hardest ones because I like doing the mobiles. And I think that was because of I was a competitive figure skater. And then the last one, the competitive swimmer, I don't know how I signed up for a lot of random stuff growing up. So, and then I had track, which I remember traveling a lot on the school bus to different track meets. And I ran the mile and the 800 because I was not good at short distance, like the fast. And
I did the short distance.
Yeah.
I was more 200 and 400 and 4x4. I went to state.
Oh, wow. I'm bringing those up because I think each sport, kind of whittles down what your true passions are. And I mean, some of the things I would love to get back into, I mean, skiing's always fun, and I would love to like ice skate again. And then I still swim. Our mom lives in Florida. She has a pool, so I do laps and freestyle. I'll do all the butterfly, breaststroke, backstroke. Yeah. So,
and we used to go to the lake a bunch.
Oh yeah,
we got cottages at different lakes.
Yeah, well, growing up, we were fortunate enough to have like 2 cottages. One was an hour and a half away, and then one was 45 minutes.
One was
so we
2 hours.
Alternated,
2 hours and 45
we did a lot of water sports. So.
Yep, a lot of water sports. Tubing.
Yeah, tubing. Careful when Dad's driving the boat.
He'll whip you. Whip you around.
I know, whip you right off that tube.
It was intense. It was a workout.
Yeah, so it's kind of the gist of where, with my grandmother, my brother, and my mom. My dad's he's been getting really healthy. Yeah,
he's been working out more, and he can ski really well. Snow skiing and water ski very well. Yeah.
His water skiing skills are like always so impressive. Like even like the last time, like
him and his brothers,
just, like, his slalom skiing is like Anyway, obviously health and wellness are like my top priority, as because a lot of people are dealing with mental health issues, and a lot of working out has been the only thing that truly helps alleviate stress and take your mind off things. So that's why it's so important for me. And I think we want to inspire others that are having a tough time, it'll just get your endorphins going, and we can all lift each other up, or just try to encourage each other. You don't have to do the hour long like I thought you had to do in order to I wasn't even trying to get results. I always kind of thought I loved a runner's high or whatever, but like I said, I want to cut my workouts down to shorter but more efficient.
More efficient, yes, exactly. More effective.
More effective, less time but more efficient. Because I always say we should be working smarter, not harder. That's
exactly.
Anything you wanted to add to that, or?
A lot more diving into things and comments and say what you're into. What you would like to see from us. We'll be checking out comments.
We mentioned the Kangen water. What was another more?
Really just water is a big topic to dive into.
We obviously want to share the protein powders and supplements, vitamins that other people are taking, but we'll share what we have, and then we want to present the actual bottles and stuff so you can see what, you know, I'm a visual person. Like if I don't see a bottle of it, I need to see everything in the flesh. So yeah, so we would love to hear what you guys feel like works the best for you, because there's so many, the market's saturated with all these protein. I mean, you go into any of these Vitamin Shop, GNCs, and Amazon. I mean, you're getting a whole slew of different. You don't.
It can be hard to navigate. So
it's just become a saturated market with the.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot out there. It's like what actually works, what would waste your money, and I've been doing this 20 years now, seeing what works, trying things out for myself. Of course, researching, and then trying to test things myself to actually prove it. So
yeah, and our grandmother's a big influence on, like, we'll get into her too, because actually you'd be surprised, she would buy a lot of stuff that I don't think most, I don't hate this normal, you know, she was into like lasers, infrared sauna beds, like very into like stuff I hadn't heard of really many people doing.
Yeah, that was supposed to be more cutting edge.
Yeah,
and like really like diving into the latest technology.
Into the latest, I'm like, geez, I'm not
trying stuff out and different devices, different supplements.
Yeah, like she would have, I'd open her pantry and I'm like, just so many bottles of different stuff, and stuff I'd never heard of, and I feel like I'm well versed in a lot of supplements, but she'd have stuff that I'm like, I have to Google this. I have no idea what this is.
Yeah, she'd have this, start researching that, and like, oh, okay, and then you incorporate it in yours. Like, wow, this stuff is really beneficial. And she had a bunch of literature, books, things like that, so you could read up.
And she was good about, you know, kind of vetting her sources. She would try to get like unbiased. She shared with me a journal, scientific journal that was unbiased, that, you know, because everyone knows there's certain agendas on certain sites or newspapers about pertaining to what you should eat, what you should, you know, all that kind of stuff. So she always wanted to look for the non-biased and, you know, more truthful, because I feel like, do we ever have the full truth? It's sometimes.
That's why in the end you have to test it yourself and try to figure things out. If it's, you know, try to figure out if this is working for you, and plus work out the variables and things. And it does take work.
That's another thing.
Experience.
I want to definitely do a video, like this one might sound more, but for hair and nails and biotin, my hair won't grow past a certain length. I've tried probably every biotin product, you know, and like other things that are supposed to make your hair grow, and I'll have to like list them all for you guys, but that's another topic for anyone that, like I said, just comment in the, you know, leave comments in the section below, and we'll see what is, you know, what people want to see the most of. We'll do a video on that, and then kind of go down and go from there.
Yeah, appreciate the support.
Yeah,
subscribing really helps, so we can keep pushing these videos along.
We
want to get out. We have stuff planned, and we want to get it out. So
all of your support means the world
really
to us.
helps.
If you really just subscribe, so you'll get notifications when our videos are dropped. And like we said, we really want to stick to the Wednesday, Friday. That's going to be our schedule.
Consistent.
So you'll have us to tune into on your Wednesdays and Fridays. So you can watch them whenever you want, though. But if you're looking forward to it,
subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified right when they come out.
So nice introducing you guys to ourselves. I guess
ourselves
and Chubb Fitness.
Can't wait to show you more of Chubb Fitness and the beach themed gym.
I feel like I'm at the beach right now. I know we need a beach chair.
We do. Like to bust out the beach chairs.
The beach balls.
And get the beach balls out.
Oh my God. All right, so we're